So anybody else casting before I do words of wisdom or warnings about casting?
Well, just on the lower budget stuff, I would just say be careful before you just cast your friends because they're your friends. I think, you know, we auditioned.
They're not worth anything in foreign sales.
No, pretty much. But he's so cool. Dude can really party. When we cast in Ohio, and we looked at over 1,000 actors in Ohio, as well as casting out of New York City and Los Angeles, and also here in Florida. And you just keep digging. If you don't have a lot of, first of all, you'd be surprised. One thing, just because someone's SAG doesn't always mean they're a good actor. Mm-hmm. Because of you can get your SAG card, you know, by having small parts or extra work. And you have to be careful with that. I mean, we went SAG, and most actors in SAG are very serious and work, but just be careful. You need to really vet them, and just keep digging until you find the right role. And this goes back to, you know, not rushing the screenplay if you have a modest budget. I think the second biggest mistake is rushing pre-production. I think the smaller your budget, the longer your pre-production should be. You shouldn't have the script and then just go out of the gate. If you don't have time. So we took months. We just kept looking around until we found people that were just the perfect fit. And if you don't have the money to attract a name, which clearly in terms of selling the film is going to give you more value in the marketplace. I can't stress long pre-production phase for a small budget film enough. But if you don't have a name, the second best thing would be to have a cast of really good actors. Because outside of a name, the only chance you have, unless you're, you know, Paranormal Activity or something, which is just such a brilliant conceit that it sort of catches everybody, is to have people that are believe are authentic and real, and that they're discovering something.
It's essential. Having acted for years, you see some of the most amazing pieces of writing. You know, Tennessee Williams or Eugene O'Neill. I used to be in these acting classes, and you'd see bad actors just shred this stuff, and brilliant actors bring it to life. And one of my scripts where we'd bring good actors from, you know, friends of ours would come in and do the table readings, and we'd get notes that were, you know, it's not funny. And you're looking at it, but it is, it's, you know, but it's just not coming to life. And then we got Lou DeGimo, used to be a casting director in New York, cast The Godfather, many other films. He helped us cast a reading for studio. And the difference was night and day. Just to have the actors actually fit the roles and the characters. Night and day, the script comes to life, people are laughing when they're supposed to laugh. I mean, you cannot overemphasize getting a great cast.
I can sell a film off an actor's name who, if I can put him on the box art, get him in the trailer a lot, or her, it goes a long way with buyers. So you can hire an actor for a week, 2 or 3 days, depending on how big they are. If you've got your script laid out right with that character's role, you can have them in the beginning, 20 minutes in, 40 minutes in, 60 minutes in, and they're in the ending. If you're really, you got to be creative, but you can make these things happen where you can have a small role look like it's prominent throughout your film. Don't hire an actor for 1 day and shoot him in the first 2 minutes and you never see him again. I can't sell that as he's in the film or she's in the film.
But there's 7 stories. There's 7 basic stories, you know, that you see. It's all about how the voice pops off the page, the writer. And so that, you know, great voice in film or television that makes, you know, $1 million, $1.5 million a script, they all came from somewhere, and they, you know, started out at $500 a script. So if you can find the right, you read all the stuff coming out of the film schools, find one that the voice just really pops off the page and, you know, has great characters and great structure and all that, and, you know, pay them $500 to write it.
But you should read their stuff. And,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Or you could do a deal where you don't give them a lot of money up front, but if you do get it set up, that you would pay them a bonus. There are a lot of things you can do that are creative, that are fair to both of you. You know, if you're taking a risk on them, they can take the risk of seeing it set up.
You're not going to turn around and be in profit in 3 months or 6 months or a year. It's going to be 18 months, 2 years if your film does well. And again, you don't want people that you're getting your money from calling you every day, where's my money?
I wouldn't pull an Amway. I wouldn't ask them out to dinner, and then because you just want to be their friend, and then let it turn into a pitch. Be
Right.
direct. And if you're not comfortable doing it personally, I would find someone in between the two of you that might be willing to make that introduction.
But don't do the bait and switch. Right?
Yeah, do
No.
not bait and switch. I think it's disastrous.
Be direct with them. Say, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want to do. You know, is this something you'd want to be a part of?
Right, exactly. Have a script, have a business plan, and you're not going in saying, hey, I'm gonna make you X amount of dollars back, and that's why you need to invest. No, that's the absolute wrong way to handle it. And I think what you said is, this is a piece of art, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I have a real passion for it. And if you're coming to me and I have the same passion as you, and I think we could take it somewhere, great, I'll look at it. Do not hard sell, because people who are looking to invest will do it if they're interested,
Right.
not because you want them to be interested. So
Right.
the more you push me, the more I'm going to push back. So say I have something, would you look at it? Sure, I'll look at it, and we'll go from there.